Question number 1. Calculate V by drawing Phasor diagram in which frequency is given as 1. Okay. Now let me take the circuit here. The circuit given was inductor. Say this is R, L. Resistor given is 1 ohm, 1 Henry, and we need to calculate this V. Normally we say V. So calculate V. What is the solution? Actually, this we call it as VR. This we call it as VL. Please understand, when I put a line like that, it is phasor. Now I am going to say V is equal to VR plus VL. That is nothing but I into R plus I into j omega L, j into 1 into 1. So V is equal to I plus 1 plus j1. Okay. In the process, you can say what is the magnitude and what is the this. This is root 2 angle tan inverse of 1 by 1. That means root 2 45. But he is asking for the drawing. For example, this is reference level, or you say that reference is I. Inductor is here, VL. VL is 1 volt. VR is also 1 volt. Combine these two. If you take 1 and 1, you will automatically get root 2, because this is magnitude. Angle you will get 45. So that is the meaning here. So adding the two quantities in a phasor way, that is the meaning of this problem. Remember, he said omega is equal to 1. This is I. So VR is equal to Ri. This is j omega L. That's simple answer. Question number 2. The problem given is this. This is a capacitor RC. He has given I of t. I of t is equal to, and he is asking us V of t. So question is, calculate V of t if I of t is 2 sine 2t. First, let us interpret this answer. So when I say solution, now first interpret the answer. I of t is generally I naught sine omega naught t or omega t. So what will happen? I naught is equal to 2, omega naught is 2. Then what is VR? I naught into R, 2 into the value of resistor given is 4. Okay. So 4 into 2. Vc is equal to 1 by j omega c into I naught. 1 by j, frequency is 2. What is the capacitor? 0.5. Into what is the current? 2. Therefore, V is equal to VR plus Vc. That is 8 plus this 2 into 0.2 becomes, or 2 if you cancel, this goes up and become 2j. j becomes minus there. Therefore, 8 minus 2j, if we take the answer, 8 square plus 2 square will become 4. 64 plus 4, 68. Then what is angle tan inverse of minus 2 by 8? So this is 68 angle minus tan inverse of half, 1 by 4. That's the answer. Then please remember, before you really finish your answer, you should put in the shape it is given. So v of t is given as root 68 plus sine 2t minus tan inverse of half. This is the final answer. Then you can once again draw the diagram. The diagram that you normally draw is this. I here, then some VR here, VC, and the overall angle is phi. So this is angle phi, tan inverse of 1 by 4. Magnitude is root 68. So this is the calculation and that is the phasor diagram. And that's how you can really do the job. Question number 3. Calculate voltage if resistor is 2 ohms, XL is J3, XC is minus J4, I of t is 2 angle 0. So we have to calculate this. For example, he has given a circuit like this. This is a circuit of all the 3 elements. Okay. So this is V here, R, L, C. This is given as 2 ohms. Inductance is given as J3 ohms. Capacitance is given as minus J4 ohms. Please understand, here the frequency is not there. In fact, I is here. I is given as 2 angle 0. Okay. Now in all this data, particularly here, is there any information about frequency? No. There is no information about frequency. Therefore, he has to give already converted values. He has already given the converted values. For example, J3, J4. Now how to calculate V? Very simple. Let me call this as VR, VL, VC. So VR plus VL plus VC. Let us calculate I into 2. So this is called 2 into 2 angle 0. This J3 into 2 angle 0 plus minus J4 into 2 angle 0. Okay. Now what happens? 4 angle 0, 6 angle 90 plus then you can have 8 angle minus 90. That's the thing. But when you are adding these values, you cannot add if they are in the polar form. So what to do? You have to go for rectangular form. This is 0 plus J4 plus this is 4 plus J0 plus 0 plus J6, 0 minus J8, 4 minus J2 is the answer. So if you take magnitude 4 square plus 2 square, tan inverse of 2 by 4 minus sign. So 16 plus 4 is 20 minus tan inverse of 2 by 4. Now shall we leave this angle like this or should we change it? If you have to change, you have to check the way that input is given or question is given. Question is given in this 2 angle 0 form, so this is correct. So only thing that you need to know is what is the value. For example, 6 angle, 8 angle. Suppose if I draw 6 angle 90 here, 8 angle minus 90 here, and then what is this value? 2, 4. 4 angle 0 here. So now what is the overall there? The overall is 6 minus 2, the overall is here. So 2 angle minus 90. So take the magnitude, you will get this answer. What is the answer? Root 20, whereas angle is minus tan inverse of 1 by 2. So this is called calculation and then Phasor diagram. So the overall answer given for this V is this. Sometimes the examiner is leaving the answer in terms of tan in directly, or sometimes he is converting and giving the answer. For example, if you convert this answer, this is root 20 angle minus 26.5. So it depends on the answers given in the options. Check the answer. So that's about your solution for this problem. Question number 4. So far we have done serial circuits. Now I am taking parallel circuit to demonstrate. The very idea is I cannot waste my time like independent components. I am taking all the 3 components. So calculate I of t for the circuit shown in figure. So what is the circuit given to you? This is the circuit given to you. All the 3 components are here. RLC. This is 2 sine 2t. I of t. The question is calculate I of t. Now let me go for the solution. Values are taken 1, 1, 1. Let's go to the solution. So when we go to the solution, suppose you call this as IR, IL, IC. So I of t is equal to basically IR plus IL plus IC. Okay. Calculate each one. Then final value of I you can get. One important thing is you call this as 2 angle 0. Why? Magnitude is 2, angle is 0, frequency how much? 2. So calculate each one. For example, 2 angle 0 by 1, 2 angle 0 by j into frequency is 2 into 1 plus 2 angle 0 by 1 by j into 2 into 1. Now how much comes? 2 angle 0 is here plus 2 cancel, 1 angle minus 90 here, 2 and 2 multiplied, 4 angle plus 90 here. As I have been telling, you cannot calculate. if they are in polar. So convert them into a rectangle. I is equal to 2 plus j0 plus 0 minus j1 plus 0 plus j4. Therefore, positive is more plus j3. That's the answer. So 2 plus j3 is an answer, but I have to convert it, no. 2 square plus 3 square, tan inverse of 3 by 2. Therefore, this is 4 and 9, root 13. This is nothing but root 13 sine 2t plus, because this form, what is the angle of 3 by 2? You can just put it as it is, tan inverse of 3 by 2. That's the answer. So this is how you can calculate the question given to you. Problem number 5. Calculate C if frequency is 2 radians per second, voltage is 2 angle 30, current is 4 angle 30. So look at this. I am going to give a very important shortcut. Try. First let me put the problem here so that we can understand and do it slowly. Resistor is 2 ohms, 2 Henrys here. C we have to calculate. Okay. This is V, this is I. So V is given how much? 2 angle 30. What is I? 4 angle 30. So his question is calculate C, that's all. That's a simple question. And he also gave frequency as 2. Now let us go to solution. And in this I have a very interesting conclusion. This is 30, this is 30. That means therefore V and I are in phase. If V and I are in phase, indirectly they are in resonance, or J term is 0. So make this thing and solve for here. Now let me take you along. For example, I is equal to V by R plus j omega L minus 1 by omega C. Now what should happen? This term should become 0 because this angle is same. So therefore, omega L minus omega C is 0. In fact, omega L is equal to 1 by omega C. Therefore, C is 1 by omega square into L. How much is it? 1 by 2, because frequency is 2, 2 square, this is also 2. So this is going to be 4 into 2, 8. So C is 1 by 8 farads. That's the answer. So simple. Question number 6. Calculate C if omega is equal to 2, V is 2 angle 60, I is 4 angle 30. And we need to calculate C. So let us see. This is a voltage over here, resistor, inductor, capacitor. Just the same problem. We need to calculate this. V is given as 2 angle 30, I is given as 4 angle 60 if I am right, or this is 30 and this is reverse. If V is 2 angle 30, I is 4 angle this. So 60 to 30 there is a gap. The whole idea of this problem is to go, if there is a phase angle, how do you do? The answer is simple. If you allow me to do it, and frequency also 2, let us go to solution. If I can directly take it, the phase angle is tan inverse of omega L minus omega C by R is equal to 60 minus 30. The phase angle created by voltage and current. This is current. So what is the angle here? 30. Therefore, omega L minus omega C by R is equal to tan 30. Okay. And if you take that tan 30, you know everything here. You know L value, you know everything, frequency. You can solve for omega is equal to 2. If I substitute here, 2 into 2 minus 1 by 2 into C by R is equal to tan 30. What is the value of R here? 2. So 4 minus 1 by 2C by 2 is equal to tan 30. Then the only unknown is C. If you calculate C, that will become 0.175 farads. So that is the value required. So please understand, the phasor concept is helping us to calculate C. For example, this is more important in industries because sometimes you have to create a phase angle. When you create some phase angle, what happens is that required capacitance you have to take. Problem number 7. Calculate current through capacitor for the circuit shown in figure is 2 angle 30 voltage. Current is root 2 angle 45 and I1 is root 2 angle minus 45. So only thing that we have to calculate is current through the capacitor. For that, options are given. That's given in GATE. So let me take the circuit here first. What he has given is, here is the angle and then capacitor here. Okay. For example, this is I, this is V, this is I1, this is I2. He is asking for this. And the values are also directly given. For example, I is given as 2 angle 45. I1 is given as 2 angle minus 45. And what is asking I2 or IC? The current in the capacitor is called I2 or IC. And he has given V also, the voltage here. Voltage given is 2 angle 0. Okay. The reality is, now we will go into the solution. The reality is, if you apply KCL, I is equal to I1 plus I2. Therefore, what is I2 here? I minus I1. It is as simple as, it is indirectly he is asking 245 minus 2 minus 45. He is simply asking you to subtract the values. What a nice thing, but funny thing here. For example, how do you convert this? How do you convert this value? Because when you say polar form, you can't say convert into rectangle. What is it? Angle means 45. So you can say this as 2 plus J2 minus 2 minus J2. Okay, for example, whatever it is there, Okay. If you calculate like this, because he said this value is 2, the best way is what actually, if you want to convert 2 cos 45, okay, plus j 2 sin 45, that is one value, minus 2 cos 45 minus j 2 sin 45. That's a conversion actually. Instead of this direct conversion, you can have a nice conversion here. Then you can cross check, because I am just converting rectangle to polar to rectangle. Now what is that you are expecting? Can you guess it? If you really see that, what's going to happen is, then let us see these values, original values in the problem. If it is 2, this, but he is asking root 2 here, root 2 here. So what do you mean by root 2 now? This is going to be root 2, root 2, root 2, root 2, root 2, root 2. Now what is going to happen? J term is here, another j term is there. So these real values will cancel. You will have 2 into j into root 2 sin 45. Sin 45 is how much? 2 into j into root 2, 1 by root 2, that cancel. The answer is j2. Therefore the option is D. So it is simply, literally speaking, it is an ordinary subtraction that he is asking. So even in the GATE exam, they are asking subtractions. Is a very surprising. They are simply asking you whether you know the subtraction of two values. Such a subtraction, what is given for GATE exam, and we are given good marks. Okay, this is how you need to solve. That's why he has not given the values of all the elements. They are not required. By anybody by looking at these things and they say the question is incomplete. Question is not incomplete because they are not required. In fact, this value is also not required. Simply conversion. Question number 8. Calculate power dissipated by source. Calculated power dissipated by the source for the circuit shown in figure. If V is given as 2 angle 0, I is given as root 2 angle 45. Okay. I1 is given as root 2 angle minus 45. But the question is not I2, question is calculate power. That is the question. And the circuit is same. It is as if they are in a common data question. Both questions belong to the same. So that's why it is same here, same. But only thing is two different questions. Such a questions are called common data questions. That's why we saw in the previous problem V was not used, but now that V will be used. That's why it is given like that. Now this is I. No need to have a resistor, I here, V here. Let there be anything. This resistance also you need not have here. Now the question is this, he said I1 here and I2 of course like previous, RL, C. Now what is the question? Power. Power dissipated by the source. That means he needs only these two. Let's go to solution. When you go to the solution, the power is generally given by Vs into Is cos phi. And Vs is 2 angle 0. Is is root 2 angle minus 45. 45 is not required to put, of course. Cos 45, because this angle goes here. So 2 angle 0 is 2, root 2 is here, and cos of minus 45 is how much? Cos 45, root 2 cancel, and then that is 2. So if you see the option C. So this kind of common data questions will come. When common data questions are coming, they each one will contain 1 mark or that. So depending on this. Question number 9. What is the phasor voltage VAB? Given GATE 2007, 2 marks. You can be very surprised to see why 2 marks are given. Options are given A, B, C, D. It is there in the question. Let us see now. Let me take the problem first. When I take the problem here, first one is resistor and a capacitor. Second one is a resistor and a inductor. Okay. 5 ohms here, minus J3. 5 ohms here, plus J3. And here this is not the voltage, it is current. And 5 angle 30 is here. This is A, this is B. Now the question is calculate VAB. That's all. And now let us go for solution. When you go to the solution, the simplest form I like to say, calculate this as a Z and say this is I. So what is VAB now? This I is anyway going there. 5 angle 30 into Z. So the remaining concept is coming upon this. Now how do I say Z here? The value of Z is 5 plus J3 parallel 5 minus J3, because these two are in parallel. Now let me calculate that. Very simple. 2 plus J3 into 2 minus J3. I mean 5 plus J3, 5 minus J3. Let me cancel it. For example, 5 plus J3, 5 minus J3 divided by 5 plus J3 plus 5 minus J3, just like Z1, Z2 by Z1 plus Z2. Now what happens here? If you say this 25 plus 9 by this 2 will cancel by 10, that is 34 by 10. 34 by 10. And this is nothing but 17 by 5. Therefore, what is VAB here? 5 angle 30 into 17 by 5. 17 by 5. So this 5 if I cancel, I will get 1730 angle. This is the answer available, and out of which our option is D. So this is what I mean by simple calculations but good amount of marks. 2 marks for such a small thing. Question number 10. What is the reading of meter 3? If A1 is 5 and A2 is 12, it is given in 93. Options are 7, 12, 13, 17. I am reading the options very clearly because you need to know there is a trick here. Let me draw the circuit first. There is an ammeter here called A1. There is another ammeter called A2. Okay. There is a third ammeter, in that we have For example, here this is A1, this is A3. Okay. Now this value is given as 1 ohm. This value is given as 2 farads. Okay. And then you have overall. As if there is a great link, he is talking so much. Don't worry there. And he has given the answer. A1 is 5, A2 is 12. He wanted this A3, how much? Options are given: 7 amperes, 12 amperes, 13 amperes, 17 amperes. Okay. For example, I am going to give you different answers. Okay, let me start solution. Indirectly speaking, he is only asking one thing. It is AC concept. For example, if I call this as I2, I1, I3, what is generally I3 is equal to I1 plus I2? Did anybody say that? Therefore, you may say 5 plus 12 is 17. That option is there. You may be tempted to say yes. That's a wrong option. Some people will add this and say answer is D. Some people will subtract it, then they say option is A, but answer is neither A nor D. And some people may say the least one will, higher one will come. It's all that. When you say AC, you must take root. Root of 5 square plus 12 square. So 25 plus 144. So it's altogether root of 169. The answer is 13. Therefore, answer is C. So see that tempting answers to make you wrong option. Don't make such wrong.